And so Harada says, what could I do to change the home life? That's so important on this girl being a winner. Well, I can tell the mother, don't drink. Is the mother going to stop drinking? I can say to the mother, clean the house. Is she not going to clean the house? But when the girl established a new discipline of washing dishes every night, she began to change the home environment. By her focusing on helping at home, started to change the environment at home. Everybody is locked in a pattern. Everybody is stuck. You have to recognize this. Everyone is stuck. This brain, I don't know why, but this brain is always stuck. And how are you going to get unstuck? Harada method will help you do that. The way Harada has done this, by the way, is he's broken this into 4 sections. So the first thing is, as I said, well, I'll have to come back to the waist. I'll do that. But he broke this into 4 sections. One is mental. One is building skills. One is physical conditions. And one is really environment. These 3 areas. But then he divided, he took these 4 aspects and then looked at, we call this the analysis section, and he looked at, what are my strengths? In relationship to each aspect, what are my mental abilities? Let's see what the young boy said here. He said, mentally, I'm going to show a strong will to win. This is analysis of success. I said strengths, the same thing. Analysis of my success. And so he wrote down, I'm strong will to win. I have confidence in me. I'm honest and I'm thankful. Fundamental. And then he looked with skill. I keep my face down. I shift quickly when I glide. He wanted to be a shot putter. And I push a shot as long as I can. That's working on my skills. Then he said, what's the basis of my success? Physical health. Well, I have no backache anymore. And I'm not catching a cold anymore. And I have very good weight training. And then he said, let's analyze yourself in your life. Well, I live a quiet life in and outside of school. I get on well with my mother, and I don't go outside at night. He felt it was detrimental going outside at night, getting in trouble. But now he has a goal to be a great shot putter. So I want you to do that. I want you to go to your sheet in the book. You can do it on this. There's form papers or you can do it right there where Jim is. And you start to write down. You're looking at your past success mentally. Mentally. What did you do successfully in the past? What did you do to be successful in the past? And look at your state of mind first. Then write down your skills. You're looking at the past of the great things that you did to succeed. What did I do physically to help me be successful? I had a heart attack about 3 years ago. I neglected my physical self terribly. I had 3 stents put into my heart. Amazing what modern medicine can do. 3 stents are put in my heart. My heart is functioning now. But how do I sustain it? You see, when you get ill, it's really a gift. We look at it being negative, but it's really a gift to you to change your behavior. And so now every morning, every single morning, I get on my treadmill for 30 minutes. Every morning I do the treadmill. And most mornings, I didn't do it this morning, but most mornings I do hatha yoga physical exercise. So I do my stretches, I do hand stretches, I do my here. I'm getting old now and my hands are starting to hurt, really hurt. And I have exercises to do to help prevent this change that's taking place in my body. Maybe I can't prevent it, but I can lengthen it. It'll take more time before I'm a cripple. So I have this exercise. This is the other hand of this exercise. Then I have this exercise, just opening these fingers and squeezing in. Then I have this one, turning this back like this, going this way and stretching this whole body, the whole neck muscles I should stretch. The same thing this way. I've just begun to do these exercises, but I have to do them religiously every day. And then I do my hatha yoga. There's a whole series of these 4 stretch exercises I do. I do 50 push-ups. I used to do 100. Nicholas, her son, told me to do 100 push-ups. So I used to do 100 push-ups every morning. Now I do only 50 push-ups, but I do a series of exercises every single day to keep my body physically able.
Question, why you had to get to the heart attack in order to change your life?
This is the way human nature is. We get stuck. We do get stuck. Look at people. Look at the way people are. How do you change behavior? We just don't change as human beings unless you get sick, unless you get in a car accident, unless you do something that forces you to make a change. Human nature is patterns. You're sitting where you are right now. Okay. You come back tomorrow morning, where are you going to sit?
Probably the same.
The same. I teach college. The students come to class, maybe 30, 40, 10, whatever I have this semester. They sit in a chair the first day. The second time they come, they're all sitting in the same chair. We are...
Right, because we like to keep status quo. It's helping us in our life. Right?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned this too, because we are stuck in routines. We are stuck in patterns. The student comes into class and sits in a chair.
But why are we stuck in routines? It's not because we are bad people and said we would like to stuck in routines. We stuck in routines because partially routines protect us. It serves something positive.
What you mean it is. Look, if I did it yesterday, and yesterday was a nice day, why change today? Why change if it was good? But we want to grow requires change. Watch this now, carefully. Watch what happens. Why?
Gravity.
It's gravity. There's a thing called gravity. If I was up in outer space and did this, it would stay here. But on Earth, we have gravity. We also have a law. Newton gave us a law. It's the third law of thermodynamics. And Newton said for every action, what happens?
The reaction.
There's an opposite and equal reaction. Every time you want to change something, some force, you can't see it. You can't see gravity, can you? But it's there. It's the same thing in human nature. Every time you want to change, the mind is going to say, Ron, don't do it. Look, Ron, whatever you did yesterday was fine. Why do it differently? This is human nature. But if you want to grow, you have to recognize that this principle is true. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So every time you're going to try to do something new, you're going to get a resistance to change. Why? I don't know. Except that's true.
Resistance, you wrote?
Resistance to change.
I think we have difficulties to change.
You can call it difficulty, give it a different name, but it's built-in resistance. It's part of the law of Newton. Every action, there's going to be an opposite reaction coming back. That's when, but, you are capable of applying greater force. Not sure you'll get greater force coming this way, but you just keep pushing, and you can't not succeed. Harada gave us another thing. Harada said, you never give up. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to attain your goals, you never give up. And life is going to force you to want to give up. Why? Look at the rest of the world. Why do people live in the streets? Why the people where they are? People are stuck at their level. They're capable of doing anything, but they're all stuck. All of us are stuck. That's the way our brains work. But you can overcome it. And one way to overcome it is you never give up. You get a solid goal, and I'm going to attain that goal no matter what. I was blessed. Mrs. Sleeper in the 9th grade said to Norman Bodek is the most likely person to get ahead because he needs one, right? That was so terrible. But what a motivating force for Norman to succeed in life. That means negative force can have a very positive effect for you if you don't accept it. If you don't accept less than what you're capable of being. But you got to get a solid, strong goal. That's what we're doing in the class.
Welcome, Harada Method students. Now, your long-term goal we didn't complete because I skipped over that part. We did purpose. Now, I'd like you to go back right to the beginning and think about a long-term goal. I stated mine as being holding $1 million event, 1,000 people paying $1,000 for 1 day of training by George Strachilis and others. And the first thing I thought is nobody's going to want to see a 300+ pound guy train on lean manufacturing and lean thinking. So I'm losing weight. That's part of losing 100 pounds is actually part of my long-term goal. Nothing's going to get in the way of that. But think of yours. What do you really want to do? I mean, pick a long-term goal that you're inspired to achieve and never give up. You got the key is you can overpower these things. It's all in the mind. Of course, use your coach, but it's all in the mind. Overpower these things and never give up, which is what Mr. Harada said. All right, see you soon, and complete up to pages 29, and we'll see you next section.